after, like do my own thing, because 30 minutes is not, it is enough. This class is enough, but I like to stay on my mat for longer than that. So I like to switch it up every single beginning. Welcome everybody to Vinyasa Sculpt. Today we are going to start in Supta Baddha Konasana. So bring the soles of your feet to touch, spread your knees out wide, and slowly lower your upper body down to the ground with one hand on your stomach and one hand on your heart. And begin to shut your eyes here. Settle into your mat. Take note of any part of your body, your face included. It's a little tense. You use a little relaxing and send your breath there. This class, I want to cultivate this idea of radical acceptance. So no matter what posture you're in, how you think you're doing, accept it, because that's who you are in this moment, and it's beautiful and wonderful. Let's take 3 big open mouth exhales together as a class. Inhale through your nose. Get nice and tall. Open mouth exhale, let it go. Inhale through your nose one more time. Hold it at the top. Open mouth exhale, let it go. Last time. Inhale through your nose, step in even more air, get as tall and at the top as possible. Hold it. Open mouth exhale, let it go. For the rest of class, we're going to engage our Ujjayi breath, which means closing your mouth at the top and bottom of each breath. So cultivate that now and begin to warm up your body that way. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, ditch it for the open mouth breath to release heat. Beautiful. Bring your hands to the outsides of your thighs and close your knees together like a book. Then tabletop your legs so your shins are parallel to your ceiling and your feet are flexed, or your sky. Is that Robert outside? That's amazing. Interlace your hands by the nape of your neck or the lower part of your head. And we're going to do a few sit-ups here. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, head, neck, and shoulders rise off the ground. Release. Exhale up. Inhale, lower. Up, lower. Up, lower. You're off at your own pace here. Take your time. Match your breath to your movement. You guys look super strong. Yes. We're here for 4. Warming up our core for 3. 2, release your upper body down. And 1, here we go. We're going to go to the side. So right leg extends, right knee, right elbow connects with left knee. So there are bicycles here. Rotate on your own pace. Maybe you don't straighten the legs and you keep your legs in tabletop. Whatever feels good for you. Just get those obliques going by reaching across opposite knee to opposite elbow. We're really warming up our core. This is an intense beginning to class. I took my yoga license certificate at Core Power, and they really emphasize abdominal strength because that is the center of all yoga poses. We're here for 4. 3, long body stretch, and 2. And 1, release your arms above your head. Give yourself a nice stretch. Whoa, that was a really intense beginning to class. Hug your knees in, rock and roll the length of your mat, and come to have a seat on your feet. So kind of where we began the previous classes. Take a minute. Preparing for knee curls, plant your hands around your knees. So you're framing your knees with your hands. And then you're gonna pike up. Your toes stay where they are. Your shoulders are over your wrists, and your butt is as high as possible in the air. Lower. Inhale to prepare. Exhale, push up. You're off at your own pace here. You've done a few of these in the past. So take your time. Get nice and strong. You really want to shoulder over the wrist. That is the key element of this posture. We're here for 4. 3, tabletop into, yes you can, and 1, tabletop pose, shoulders over wrists, hips over knees. Breathe here. Take a few cat-cows. Inhale, look up. Exhale, look down, curl in. Inhale, up to cow, kind of stick your butt out, get that abdominal stretch in. Exhale, round forward, cat. Breathe. Stretch out your core. Connect back to your breath. Nice. Come to a neutral tabletop pose here. And we've practiced the wrist stretches so much that I think you can just go automatically into the extreme version with your hands facing your knees and lean back and forward, back, or play with it. See how that feels. Flip your palms so they're facing up and your fingers towards each other. And then rock side to side. This is a pretty intense one. Nice. Plant your hands a few inches above you. Curl your toes under. Come into high plank. You've been here before. Again, your option is always to stay in high plank. If you want a little more, begin to shift your weight forward so you're on your toes, and then shift your weight back so you're more on your heels. And do this rock and rolling motion a few times. You've woken up your wrists now. Engage your core. Your back is in a straight line. Nice. Again, option to stay here. Option to bring all of your weight onto your left hand so you're on your right fingertips. And then bring your arm forward, right arm forward, and then back. So you're in this swimmer pose. All of your weight is on your left bicep. Keep the right hip down, in line with the left. We're here for 4, 3, opposite side in 2, and 1. Plant your right hand down, come onto your left fingertips, swimmers on the left side. Again, make sure you're not opening up that left hip. You want to keep it down in line with the right. Make sure your shoulder is still over your wrist. Your abs are definitely engaged. I don't need to call that. You guys are doing great. For 4, 3, high plank in 2, and 1, high plank. Moving on to bird dog plank. Lift your left leg high. Come onto your right fingertips. If you're ready, release your right fingertips off the ground. It's not really a release. It's just more of a challenging balance. Flex your back foot. Reach forward with that right arm. For 4, 3, opposite side in 2, and 1. Plant your right hand down. Release your left leg lower. Right leg up. Left fingertips. When you're ready, straighten that right arm forward. This side's a little harder for me. Yes, you can. How strong can you get? For 4, 3, high plank in 2, and 1, high plank. Push back, downward facing dog. Send your hips up and back. Breathe. Woo! How are we doing? That was a really intense start to class. But take your dog out for a walk. Connect back to your breath for a second here. Recollect yourself. Lower your heart rate down. Come back to this idea of radical acceptance and how beautiful this class is, no matter what form you take it in. And find that neutral downward facing dog posture. Again, the two extremes are straightening out your legs. They're kind of locked and your head is like way above your arms. That's one extreme. The other is to bend your knees a lot. And so your chest is almost touching your thighs. And then find a middle ground somewhere comfortable there. Nice. Inhale your right toes high. Open, bend, and stretch that right hip. Nice. Maybe look to the right side of your armpit. Really open it up. Maybe take some little wiggles. And then come forward into high plank and step your foot forward in between your hands. Left knee comes down, uncurl your left toes, inhale up to kneeling crescent. So we've done this practice before a lot. So we're gonna move a little quicker now and hopefully add some things in. This is the last class here. Hinge forward into half splits. Spill over your right leg, straighten out the right leg, flex to the right foot. This is a really strong hamstring stretch. Really exciting for the first time. Just breathe into it. Engage your core. You don't want to round over your right leg. You want a flat spine and just tilting over like a diagonal. Nice. Rebend into that front leg. Lizard pose. Toe heel your right foot to the top right edge of your mat. Both of your hands are on the inside of your right toes. Option to stay here or come down onto a block or come down onto your elbows. My favorite version of this is taking my left knee off the ground to add my left hip into the equation. Wherever you are, rock back and forth, back and forth. You guys look great. So good. Then toe heel your foot back to center, frame your foot with both of your hands and rise up to crescent lunge. Straighten out your left leg. Sit nice and low. Bump that left hip forward. Sit even deeper. Option to stay here, nice, tall, and proud. Option to lean forward, keeping your right knee over your right ankle. Just add a little more pressure onto your right thigh. Sit even deeper, lean even further for 4, 3, warrior 2 and 2 and 1. Tee out your arms to the side, parallel your back foot to the short edge of your mat. Keep that 90-degree bend in your right leg. Move that right knee even further right, that left hip even further left, so you're opening up your lower body here. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, extended side angle, reach forward, then down. Option to create this T posture with your arms. Option to reach forward with that top arm. And the most intense option is to reach forward with both arms. The modification for this is to bring your elbow onto your thigh. Every single version of this is gorgeous. Yes, hold it for 4, 3, reverse warrior, and 2, and 1. TikTok your arms back up to stand. Right arm rises, left arm is low. Catch the opposite side stretch here. Hold it for a few seconds. Sit even deeper. Breathe, reach up rather than back. Then when you're ready, TikTok your arms forward into half moon posture. So your left arm is up, your left leg is up. Option to come onto a block here. Option to try to catch the balance. Wherever you are, you're opening up that left shoulder. You're flexing your left foot. You're rising your left leg even higher. Yes. Breathe. When you fall out of it, if you fall out of it, come right back in. This is a lot of stuff is happening with our left leg right now, our right leg right now. When you feel comfortable, begin to move into reverse half moon, meaning bring your left arm down to the ground, release your right arm up. So you're facing the right side wall now. Your left hip comes down a little bit to adjust to your upper body. This one's even harder than half moon. I didn't think anything could be harder than half moon, but reverse half moon is. We're here for 4, 3, can you get even more twisty? For 2, revolve crescent, and 1, tap your left foot down, keep your arms where they are so they're open to the right side wall. Sit lower. Breathe, connect to your breath. Release your right arm low, left arm high. Exalted warrior. Feel this in your left hip. Sit lower. Yes, you can. Your right thigh could be cooking now. That is okay. And then windmill your arms down. Frame out your right foot. Something different. Release into 3-legged dog. Right leg up. Then from here, come forward into high plank, keeping that right leg off the ground. Option to catch a few push-ups here. We're doing chaturanga push-ups, meaning keep your elbows as close to your body as possible. When you've done your set, come up into upward facing dog. Stay here for a minute. And then when you're ready, go into downward facing dog. Breathe, yes. Open mouth exhales are always encouraged in these kind of off moments of class. We heat up really quickly. Inhale your left leg up, open, bend, and stretch the hip. This is a really intense hip opener for the beginning of class, but it's so awesome. Take little circles, do what you need to do. And then hinge forward to high plank, step your foot between your hands, right knee down this time. Come up, kneeling crescent. We're from the waist up in mountain posture. Sit even lower, bump that right hip forward. Shoulders down, triceps in and engaged. And then spill forward into half splits. Straighten out the left leg, flex the left toes so they're off the ground. And hinge from your hips. Connect to your breath, to your body. Sink a little bit closer to your thigh. And then rebend that left leg, lizard pose on this side. Toe heel the left foot to the top left corner. Bring your left hand on the inside of your left foot. Again, same modifications here. Block, elbows coming up off that back knee. Wherever you are, just rock and roll into it. Yoga can always be moving. Still yoga is also beautiful, but active yoga is fun. So rock back and forth, do little circles. Try a different modification than you did last time, just to see how it feels. Beautiful. I could stay in this posture forever, but we gotta move on. Bring your left toes back to the center of your mat, frame out the left foot, rise up to crescent lunge. You know the drill, bump that right hip forward, engage your core. Shoulders down, option to stay here, option to lean forward with your upper body. You're coming onto your very tippy toes here on the back foot. Bend even further into the front leg. Yes, you can. For 4, sit lower for 3, warrior 2 and 2, and 1. Tee out your arms. What a beautiful release this is. Bring your shoulders back behind your back. Left knee goes left, right hip goes right. Inhale, hinge forward. Exhale, extended side angle, reach forward, then down. Option to come onto your left thigh with your elbow. Option to reach forward with your front top arm. Option to just stay in the classic T version. Or option to reach forward with both. Wherever you are, breathe into it. This is really intense for your abs, especially your obliques. Keep opening up that right shoulder. Sit even deeper for 4, 3, reverse warrior into 2, and 1. TikTok your arms, your left one goes up, right one goes down. Catch the opposite side stretch here. Breathe. You guys are doing so good. And then last TikTok here to half moon. Right arm up, left arm, right leg up. So you're creating this T posture with your upper body. There's actually some yoga debate on where your hip should be in half moon. Some teachers ask you to open up your right hip so it's on top of the left, and some ask you to drop it down so it's in line with the left. Honestly, I don't I don't have a preference, so do whatever feels best for you. And when you find that ideal spot, slowly bring your right arm down, preparing for reverse half moon. Left arm up this time. In reverse half moon, it's physically impossible to keep your right hip open. So to make that transition easier, maybe you want to keep that right hip down. Yes, you can. I am sweating alongside you guys. Breathe into it. For 4, get your leg higher. For 3, revolved crescent in 2, and 1, revolved crescent. Step your back foot down, keep your left arm open, and then exalted warrior, right arm up, left arm lowers. Sit nice and low. What an amazing hip opener here. Yes, you guys look so good. And then TikTok your arms down to frame your foot, push back into 3-legged dog. Come forward into high plank. Do your chaturanga push-ups nice and strong. 1 to 5. Catch the upward facing dog. When you're done, breathe here, engage your core and your glutes, and then push back. Downward facing dog. Your legs should feel a little more even now. Pedal them out. Check in with yourself. Breathe. I am out of breath, guys. From here, inhale your right leg up. Exhale, knee to tricep, pulse. So you're in high plank, shoulder over wrist. Your knee is as high on your tricep as possible. Again, you know your options here. Option to come into flying lizard by bring your arms into chaturanga. I was trying to make that a verb. It wasn't going to happen. And then lean onto your triceps with your upper body. Lift your left leg off the ground, straighten the right leg. If you have no idea what I'm doing, skip it. Just stay in knee to tricep for 4, 3, foot between hands, and 2, and 1. Plant your foot down, pyramid pose. Bring your left heel on the ground. You might have to step forward for that to happen. Spill over your front leg. Breathe here. Nice. Option to stay in pyramid, or option to take the twist by bringing your left shoulder on top of your right. You're opening up to the left side. So you're also catching a little hip opener here. It's always lovely. And then keeping your legs where they are. Let's come into revolved triangle. So you're coming up to stand. Right arm goes high. Catch the right side. Oblique stretch. And then immediately come into warrior 3, supermaning out your upper body. So arms above you, leg behind you. Option to stay here, or option to take the 5 pulses. Wherever you are, keep your core nice and engaged. Keep that left leg nice and high for 4, 3, standing splits in 2, and 1. Release your hands down to the mat. Left leg is still up high. Something new. With your left hand, grab your left foot, keeping everything else the same. Then bring your right hand even further to the top right of your mat. So you're catching this amazing hip opener. I don't even know what this pose is called. It might be called Fallen Dancer. I made it up. From here, flip your hand hold. So it's now on the inside edge of your left foot. So your left hand is on the inside of your left foot. Bend your front knee. Rise up, straight up to dancers. Oh, that was a tough transition, but you guys did it. I'm gonna fall out of it. So now we're in dancer's pose. Left hand on left foot. Bring your left knee up even higher. When you fall out like me, come straight back into it. The goal here is to keep your chest up. And so this is more of a back bend than a kind of like leg up the wall type thing. From here, release your hand and foot combination and come straight into L posture. So you're pendulum swinging your left leg forward. Flex that top foot. Nice. And from here, come directly into figure 4, bend both knees, left ankle over right thigh. Sit nice and low here. Option to stay here. Engage your left glute a lot. Or option to come into flying figure 4 by planting your hands down, catching the grip with your shins and your triceps, and lifting your top leg off the ground. If this is easy for you, straighten your bottom leg. I'm not going to do that. And I will meet you in figure 4. We're here for 4, 3, sit even lower, and 2, and 1. Release to mountain. Shake it out. Guys, I'm dripping. I hope you're okay too. You guys look so good. Inhale up to mountain, catch a little back bend here. Exhale, forward fold, spill it over your thighs. Inhale to halfway lift, hands to shins or thighs, flat spine. Exhale, chaturanga. Give me your second to last round of push-ups. Yes, you can. How's your form? Always option to do these on your knees, by the way. And meet me in downward facing dog. However you want to get there. Breathe wherever you are. This is the last side, guys. You can do it with me. Left leg up. Inhale. Exhale, come forward. Knee to elbow. Impulse. Pulse. Get that knee even higher on your triceps. Make sure your shoulders are over your wrists. Option to come into flying lizard by bending your elbows. Bring your upper body on those elbows and straighten out both of your legs. Ugh. Breathe wherever you are. Nice and tight. Meet me in this pulsing posture when you're ready. And then step your foot between your hands. Low lunge, straight into pyramid. Plant your left heel down so it's in this 45-degree angle. And spill over your front leg. So many options here to come onto your blocks. Stand up a little taller. Whatever feels good for you. This is a fast class as I add in new things, so I think you can handle it. Option to take the twist. Right shoulder up, opening up to the right side wall. Take a slight bend in your front knee, and then rise up, tick-tock up to revolved triangle, catching the opposite side oblique stretch, and right away, windmill back down to warrior three. Right leg rises in parallel with your mat. Front arms are reaching forward. Again, option to take the pulses here or option to just practice the balance. That is hard enough, guys. Flex your right foot. Right hip in line with left. For 4, 3, standing splits, and 2, and 1. Release your hands down to the ground. Right leg is still up. This is an amazing hamstring stretch. Option to stay here, option to come into this weird fallen dancer pose. So your right hand grabs your right foot and bring your left hand to the top left corner of your mat for this amazing hip opener. Thigh stretch too. When you're ready to move on, I know this class is going so fast. Bring your right hand on the inside of your right foot, not on the outside. Bend a little bit into your left leg and rise straight up, or fall straight up like I did, into dancer's posture. Right knee is up, gaze is forward. Breathe. Feel this as a back bend before anything else. Find a drishti, an unmoving focal point for your eyes to balance, because once your mind is balanced, the body will follow. Release your hand from your foot and pendulum swing your right leg forward into L posture. Flex the foot. You're creating an L with your body and your leg. And then bend both knees. Come to sit in figure 4, right ankle on left thigh. Again, option to stay here and just enjoy the glute stretch. To catch the arm balance, bring your arms down. Give me your chaturanga shelf. Hook your leg onto your triceps and release your top leg down or up. Sit a little lower, and then release. Shake it out. Yes. Whew, we are done. Inhale up to mountain. Catch that awesome elongated stretch. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, your last set of push-ups, guys. Here we go. 4, 5, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. We have 1 minute, so we're gonna do this lightning fast. Jump up to Malasana frog pose, toes facing out, elbows opening up your thighs. Nice jump, Susanna. Whew. Then sit down onto your butt, catch a little butterfly posture here. The insides of your toes, your feet to touch. Spread your knees out wide, hinge forward to get this amazing inside thigh stretch. I'm sorry, Mom, but we're gonna skip plow for today. Bring your legs forward, shift back with your core, and then just have a nice big plop down onto your mat. This is Shavasana. Close your eyes. You made it. Feel all of the sweat, all of the energy pour out underneath you. Feel where your body connects to your mat, connects to the ground, connects to the earth. Release any tension left in your body, in your cheeks, in your jaw. And just begin to lower your heart rate here. Stay here for as long as you would like. But if you would like to greet me in the ending of this class, bend your knees, rock and roll to the top of your mat. Have a seat and crisscross applesauce. Bring your hands to Samastita, that's heart center. The light, the love, and the teacher in me honors and loves the light and love and teacher, every one of you. Bring your hands to third eye center. We bow forward and we say, Namaste.